Oh man, I can't believe that it's already Friday. Working for yourself though, Friday doesn't really feel like a lot of times other, to everybody else what Friday feels like. We've been working on Scarefest items. I talked to you guys about this on Wednesday. Right now I have the bamboo going. Right now I have the snap maker going. Earlier I had the We Create going. I wanted to see what it sounded like in here. Because thinking to myself, this is going to be so loud. It's going to be almost like to the point where I don't know if I can handle all of the machines going. And because my We Create's quiet, but the air system to it is really loud. It's got like a loud vacuum sound to it. So it was very interesting, to say the least. But as soon as I shut it off, after cutting some stuff today, I cut some of these and I cut some more things. And I turned it off and I realized how quiet the 3D printers were. I thought they weren't even running. So just to tell you the difference in the decibels. I made sure I was live on the right place. If you are catching this live, we are on Twitch. If you are watching this on a replay, you're either watching it on Facebook or you're watching it on YouTube. Today, outside, it is beautiful out. It's really warm. It's about 85 degrees out there. Well, it was a little bit ago when I checked. Waiting for it to cool down just a little bit before I go for my walk. I'm trying to at least walk a couple times a week and then do my row machine a couple times a week and get back into doing my yoga. So, okay, last night I started a print of a Freddy mask. If you don't know who this is, it's Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. This mask, obviously you guys can see how thick that is. See how thick that mask is compared to Michael's mask. See the thickness difference? It's pretty thick. So I printed this because I was like, hey, I have Jason, I have Ghostface, I have Michael, I gotta have a Freddy mask. And so I printed this last night, and this is just for decor purposes. This is not gonna be, I'm not wearing this, nobody's gonna be wanting to wear this. One, the nostrils only printed one opening, which was kind of weird. And two, the inside printed with these nubs. Well, that would obviously go into your nose, which would be a little irritating, to be honest. So I'm going to use these more for like props, or not props, but like some kind of art. Maybe put them on a wood surface that's routed out so that they can get them signed or whatever. This year at Scarefest, that is the theme. Every year they do a movie theme. Last year's was Scream. This year's is Nightmare on Elm Street. A couple years ago, I guess it was Friday the 13th, and then there was Halloween. So I'm really excited about this. And I've been printing these cool guys right here as well, which are, they could be put in, they're called book nooks, but guys, I'm telling you, look, they got holes back here. You totally could hang that on a wall. I have a Frankenstein's monster. Everybody calls him Frankenstein. If you know anything about any of those horror movies, Frankenstein was actually the guy who created the monster. So this is not Frankenstein. This is Frankenstein's monster. I grew up watching Young Frankenstein, and that's a comedy movie. And I always say Frankenstein because that's what he says, but it makes me laugh every time I say it. But Frankenstein's monster, we did Freddy with his hand coming out. Currently, right now, I have a Phantom of the Opera one in there. It's going to be done before we're done with this live. We have Ghostface with his knife. We have Jason with his machete. And we have Dracula, like classic Dracula, like Bela Lugosi's Dracula. So we got those done. And so I'm starting to fill up my table here with stuff for Scarefest. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to clear the table off. So we're going to have to start packing some of these up and getting them ready for Scarefest. Ooh, I don't want to break that. So I also printed these today on the We Create. I printed these off. They are cutting boards, but they're just decorative. I got 2 of them. And they say Michael Myers Butcher Shop, always fresh, established in 1978. And then I did some kitchen conversions. These are going to go on the website. I'm not going to take these with me to Scarefest because they're more like everyday decor. So those are going to go on the website, but the Michael ones are going to go with me to Scarefest. Like I said, I wanted to see what the noise decibel was going to be with the We Create On. We printed this guy. It's a Highland cow. I know that they're very popular. This is actually a bigger print than the horse. See, the horse is, well, unicorn. This is the Highland cow. So he's a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger than the other ones. It took a long time on the Snapmaker. I'm realizing more and more that the Snapmaker takes a lot longer to print. Right now I've got Michael's knife from Halloween printing on the Snapmaker. Like I said, the bamboo has Phantom of the Opera. I am trying to print as many things as I can because I just want to get a lot of things done. And my friend is coming for a visit. And so while she's here, I'm going to just, I'm not going to really work. I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do any of that. So it's going to be a little bit of a gap. Thursday. She'll be here Thursday. So I will not be live next Friday. I will be live. I might be live Tuesday, guys, because Wednesday I have my therapy and I have massage therapy. So that's going to be kind of a busy day. I guess it just depends on how I feel after therapy and massage therapy. Because, I mean, it takes a lot out of me, to be honest. Both. Both take a lot out of me. So that is what I've been up to. I've been downloading files. I've been updating the website. I've been updating computers. I've been doing all that kind of stuff. Kind of chilling out a little bit too. Taking a little bit of me time, which is always a good thing. I have had a little bit of a dilemma with the Snapmaker. It has been messing up quite a bit. Really upsetting. So I have learned that when I go to do like a statue, I need to do it piece by piece by piece, which now I get why they charge so much, because each individual piece, you got to glue that all together. So I get why that takes forever and takes so much money, or costs so much money for them to do that. These were super easy. They printed just like this, and then the hand printed separate. So I just glued the hand in. Freddy's was his. This was actually printed on a separate thing. So this was 2 different prints. Jason's machete printed next to his. Ghostface hand printed next to his. And then, or it, I guess, because Ghostface could technically be anybody. And then Dracula, his hand printed next. So I'm not 100% sure why. I'm guessing the reason why Freddy took so long was because of the claws. But I do love how they turned out. I think they're super cool. And they would actually make really cool key holders if you had some hooks. And I thought about doing that. I thought about adding hooks to the bottom. At least maybe printing another set. And then making some book nooks and making some key hooks. I know that one, I don't know. I feel like that would be a little awkward with keys hanging. I don't know. But you know, that's just something that I'm running through my head right now. And like I said, I've got Michael Myers printed. That's his mask. These masks, what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to glue them onto a piece of wood that is routed out and use my We Create to write the name. And then I'm just going to sell them as a art piece. So we've got Freddy. Freddy took a lot longer, and I think the reason why was 1, because of the thickness, but 2, look at the details on that mask. That's a lot of detail. And you can even see some of his teeth are down here. It's a lot of detail. Ghostface, and then Jason. I do have another Jason mask, though, that I can print, and I was thinking about doing as more of the you know, there's a million different Jason movies, Friday the 13th movies. It's not Jason's Friday the 13th, but there's a million of those. So the masks are very different. I was going to print the Michael that goes like with these ones. But guys, I'm a huge Halloween fan. Like, I love the Halloween movie franchise. I am not a fan of the Rob Zombie version, and it has nothing to do with Rob Zombie. It's the storyline to me just seems really weird because it's not what I guess I'm used to. I know there are some people who like it. I know people who are huge Halloween movie fans are not a fan of that. So I'm torn between printing that one or not printing that one. Part of me just is like, ugh. But you know what? It's not about me. It's about what my customers would want. So if you guys could ever so kindly leave me like a message and tell me if you think I should just print it. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. Or should I just avoid that one altogether? Because to me, it's a little weird having like the classic horror characters like Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, and the Wolfman, and then having like Jason and Freddy and Ghostface, but not having Michael. It just seems a little weird, even though I know they're not all of the same company, you know, all of that kind of stuff. But I would love some opinions to kind of give me a little bit of a customer opinion about it, because I am completely confused on what I should do. Huge part of me thinks, oh no, I should just print it and call it good. Another part of me is like, oh, to me, it's not the same Michael, but it is part of the Halloween movie franchise. So what do I do? So if you guys could just ever so kindly leave a message in the chat, being on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, just leave a message there. If you're watching this on Facebook, just leave a comment. Just let me know what you guys think. We are going to be getting that off the bamboo in just a few minutes. I'm trying to clear out my watch. The Phantom of the Opera one we will do, and then I think we're just going to do another design. Now I know the Wolfman takes 2 plates. When I say plates, that means 2 different prints. So like Freddy was 2 plates. Printed this part, and then this part printed separately. Takes a little bit longer to do that, but it is what it is. And so I'm thinking of doing that. I do have, like, from The Shining, I have Jack where he's popping through. I do have, like, other characters and stuff to go for Scarefest. Like, I have Pinhead from Hellraiser. I have, like, those kind of things, too. So there's a lot that I can print. I'm just really torn about the Michael Myers one. I'm just really torn if I should print that. Oh, it sounds like the bamboo. Yep, the bamboo's done. So let's walk over there real quick. You guys can actually see the bamboo. Okay, hold on. Let me flip this around here. All right, so there is a Phantom. You can see his hand is printed. It's pulling the filament up. Look, guys, we have an empty filament roll. It's only the second empty filament roll that we've had. So, we are going to be pulling this off. Let me go sit the phone down real quick, and then you guys can actually, I will pull that off there. I will come back over. Just give me a second, guys. I will come back over and let you guys see the plate. I won't take it off. Normally I take it off right here, but I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so there's one of the plates, right? So we are going to pop this off, and it is hot. It is really hot. Technically, I should have probably worn my gloves, but now it's actually cooling down already. So I'm going to stick this plate back on. I'm going to close up the bamboo real quick, and I'm going to go with you guys, show you guys what I'm doing here. So this is what they call a tree support. The support that is tree, it's because, look, it looks like a tree. Well, there's the Phantom's hand. And there's a little spot right there. Okay. I keep all this because what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start melting this stuff down, because I want to use it in other pieces of art. Like you guys know, I personally like to make sure that things are recycled. I'm trying to see how his hand fits. Okay, I see how his hand fits. Okay, there's the Phantom. of the opera, and his hand fits right there. So it kind of comes out like that. So we are going to glue that in. Let me move this down and kind of push this back a little bit. It's on the different phone holder than what I normally use, but we're going to use this glue. I've been using this glue. Technically, this is jewelry glue, guys, but it works really, really well for what we need it for. And you just push it in here, and we're going to hold it for just a couple seconds. I'm going to close this up because we don't want that to dry out. And then I see that there's a little piece of filament that I need to fix. Oh, the hand is not. Oh, no, you are good, Miwa. You are good. Thank you for stopping by and checking and making sure I was good. I appreciate that. So we're going to have to hold this down, give it a hot minute to kind of adhere. So these are really cool. I like these because they're 3D. Obviously, they're 3D printed, but I like them because they are 3D. They give it a little bit different, and I've never seen anybody selling these at Scarefest. I mean, of course, this is my first year of doing 3D prints at Scarefest. The hand is just not wanting to stay. Okay. Actually, I think I got it. Hold on, guys. I got to go get a tool real quick. Oh, no. My tool got misplaced. Hold on, guys. Just give me a second. Okay. I got it. I use these little tiny pliers. I'm just going to pull this little filament piece out. I just don't want that there, obviously. And now the hand is on. So, there's the Phantom. How cool is that, right? I love it. I love that there's the holes in the back. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love even numbers. I am really weird about the number 13. just telling you that now, guys. You guys are learning some things about me. I don't know what it is. It's not like I'm terrified of that number. I just don't like that number. So, I'm going to go put this back, and then we're going to go onto my other phone. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go grab my other phone. And yes, I have 2 phones. One is business, one is personal. Okay, we're going to go on here, and we're going to look up the Bamboo printer. So I actually have an app. It's called Bamboo Handy. It's an app. You pull it up, and I have a bunch of stuff in my collection. So we are going to look and see. Do we print? So here's the Jason mask that I was talking about. See, that's more of the classic. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got the mark here, which is normally red, and right here that is red. We could print that. Let me see how long that would take. 12 hours, 1 plate. It's not bad, not bad. But let's stick with the book nooks. I'm thinking, okay, so we got Dracula. The next one is the Jeepers Creepers character, which I don't know about you guys. Blah. That movie is just creeps me out. And I mean, I guess that's the point, right? If you've never been to Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky, the Jeepers Creepers vehicle comes, and he's dressed up. The character is dressed up, and he's walking around, he's taking pictures and stuff like that. And when they drive the vehicle in, the first year I was there, all of a sudden I look over, and the vehicle's driving by, and it's slowly going by. And that's just creepy by itself, because you can't go that fast in the convention center. And so I was just like, whew. So the following year, I didn't get to do Scarefest because my mother got sick, and I opted to go spend time with her, which I'm so grateful that I got that time with her. So last year, I took my my sister and my nieces came with me, and my family, and I was walking at the time she was 5-year-old niece around the convention center, And she fell in love with Ghostface. That was like her best friend. She loved Ghostface. She was not scared of Ghostface at all. Well, we walked past the Jeepers Creepers van, and the guy was standing there dressed up. You know, the characters. I don't even know, guys. Honestly, that movie was so traumatizing to me. I don't even remember the name of the character. I'm assuming he's a creeper, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. But anyway, so he's standing there, and it's just creepy. And of course, she's never seen these movies, so these characters do not creep her out like they would people who have seen the movies. And I'm like, whoa. And she's like, what? And I said, oh, it creeps me out. And she said, why? He's just a guy in costume, and he's smiling and taking pictures with people. So the perspective of a child, you know, makes you think, oh, yeah, she's not wrong. I mean, it is a character, and obviously the point of the movie is to scare you. But it made me laugh so hard. So, okay, we have The Nun from The Nun. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. We have a Mummy. We have The Creature from the Black Lagoon. That makes me laugh so much. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Because, one, they had The Creature at Comic-Con this year. And The Creature from the Black Lagoon just reminds me of my dad. I have Jigsaw from the Saw movies. Pinhead. Michael. The Exorcist. You know, I have the Wolfman. We have Chucky, we have like all of those. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to print. Pennywise is really cool too, because what I could do with Pennywise is I can print the balloon in red and have the rest of it in white, which I think would be kind of cool. So let's see if we want to do that. Let's see. Okay. So it's 2 plates, which means the balloon is going to be on a separate plate, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. So the first plate, let's do the balloon, because that's only going to take 37 minutes. And you guys will still get to be on here with me. And I have red in there right now. So yes, absolutely. Okay, we're going to start it. We're going to hit the start button. We're going to start this, and we're going to let this go. And we're going to get the balloon from the movie It. I am not a fan of clowns. I don't know if anybody else is, but I am not a fan of clowns. And I've never really been a fan of clowns. But when I was younger and I watched that movie, I was like, okay, I really don't like clowns at all. And it's funny because obviously Tim Curry played the original Pennywise. Amazing actor. Love him in Clue. Love him in Home Alone. Love him in everything that I've ever seen him in, even when he's creepy. The movie he was just so creepy to me. I've never even watched the new one because I'm so weirded out by the first original. I've been told, watch it, it's so good, watch it. I will get there one day. So it's telling me it's going to take 35 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see. I know it's like really weird. Okay, there we go. Because it's got like a glare. So it's going to take 35 minutes. I can stop it. I can pause it. I can do all of that from my app, which is super cool about the Bamboo. I mean, that is a huge plus for the Bamboo printer. I'm definitely getting another Bamboo, guys. I've decided I am saving and I'm going to get it. This one was bought with my money that I got from Comic-Con. I made myself a promise, and I set myself a goal, and I said, listen, if I hit this much, I am going to buy myself a Bamboo printer. And I did it, and I don't want to get emotional because to me, it's like, it might seem small to some, but that was a huge, huge thing for me. I mean, I bought my WeCreate, I bought my other product, or my other thank you for lurking. I bought my other equipment, but for some odd reason, that equipment it was like, I want that so bad that I set myself a goal. So now my new thing is I set myself a daily goal or a weekend goal because I need to have something that I look forward to. When I was with my original MLM company I was with for 4 years. And guys, I had such a great time. I loved it. If you've ever watched any of my YouTube videos, there's a bunch of that stuff on there that I used to do. I did not delete it because it's part of me. It brought me, 1, out of my shell. 2, it brought me amazing people into my life. It opened up opportunities for myself that I never thought were possible. It's changed my life. It really did. The company changed, and that's why I left. It had nothing to do with oh, I'm burnt out, or oh, my time is run, I'm done. It was never like that. It just, the things that I was holding on to for so long were no longer there. So I had to make the hard decision. Many, many hours of talking with my husband and my kids and my mom and my sisters and my dad, and trying to figure out if this was the right move for me. I was terrified. Not gonna lie. Terrified to move on. I do not like change very well. I do not adapt to change very well. Used to. I never used to, I should say. Because now I kind of just adapt to change. I embrace it a little bit more than I used to. I am a creature of habit, for sure. I like to get the same things at restaurants that I normally get. I like to do all that kind of stuff. So I'm a creature of habit. I'm trying to break that mold a little bit, because as I'm aging and growing, because I have that as a goal too, to keep growing, to keep learning new things, to keep pursuing other projects and things like that. So I push myself past those square boxes. I am also one of these people that is like, I don't want to be cookie cutter. I don't want to live in the same cookie cutter house that everybody on the block lives in. I don't want to live in a Stepford Wives type of situation. So I kind of teeter on both, to be honest. There are times where I'm like, oh, I just want to be in my little bubble and I just want to pretend that everything is sunshine and roses. And then there's other times it's like, girl, suck it up, buttercup, put your big girl panties on and get your butt out there and work. My events are my biggest thing I look forward to, business-wise, every year. I love doing Scarefest. I did Comic-Con. Definitely want to do it again. I am thinking about next year doing a Woodford County Fair. Woodford County is the next county over from Lexington. And the reason I'm not doing it here is because they want double the price to be a vendor. And that just seems crazy to me. So I went out and I bought myself a covered trailer. And I am going to get a bigger tent. And I'm going to push myself to get to that goal next year. If I do really well at the fair, I've debated on doing the state fair. The state fair is a 10-day event, which would be one of the biggest events I'd ever done. Comic-Con had been a 4-day event, which 5 days in total, because I obviously set up. That was crazy. It was amazing, but it was crazy. And so I'm trying to push myself to do more. I think the county fair, Woodford County Fair, is like a 7-day event. So if I feel like I can handle that, then maybe I'll do that one year and I'll do the state fair one year. I'm not even sure. Lord knows what's going to happen. Lord knows. I've been talking about doing the state fair now for a couple years. I have not done it. I actually want to go to it to see if it's something that I can just kind of see my business in. So there is that. And so here lately, I've just been setting goals for myself. I know I kind of went off into the stratosphere. So my goal yesterday was to work on the website and to work on 3D prints. I did both. The website has been updated with some of the new 3D prints. It is not even close to being completely updated, guys. I've also added stuff to my Etsy shop. Why? Because I've connected the two together. So a huge part of me is like, the more I can get out there, the better it's going to be. So I've been downloading STL files. STL files are what you use for the 3D prints. I've been downloading SVG files. That's what we use in the WeCreate, sublimation, things like that. So I actually have to sit down, and I'm going to do this at the beginning of next month. I'm going to sit down with all of my merch from Scarefest, from Comic-Con, inventory everything, figure out what I have, what I need to bring with me, what I need to make to, go further, to have more product line. I did decide I'm going to change up how I've been posting my, not posting, displaying my artwork and stuff like that at my events. For some bizarre reason, and I don't know why, people don't seem to want to flip through, which I think is a little weird. But, hey, okay. I don't understand it because they do it with the comic books. I don't understand it because they do it with posters. But for some odd reason, they just don't. And I've even put signs on there that say, like flip through. It doesn't work. So I am sitting here racking my brain, like, how do I display this stuff where people can kind of understand what they're looking at? And then I thought to myself, I had a clothing rack at Scarefest last year. I had all these bags, canvas bags, and garden flags hanging on this rack. People went through that really, really well. They would go through it. I sold a lot. So I used pant hangers. They are hangers that I bought off of Amazon. Guys, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. I'm not affiliated with Bamboo, We Create, Amazon, Snapmaker, none of that stuff. But anyway, so I used those, and I used them in my first MLM company to hold up my stuff that I used for that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to reuse these. I have a whole box full of these hangers. Let me see how I can reuse them. And I did that, and they seemed to be really, really well. So people responded really well to flipping through. That was awesome. So then I thought to myself, well, what if they flip through, but they're the hanging metal signs? I'm not going to do any more plates, the front license plates, because here in Kentucky, first of all, people don't have a front license plate. It's very rare that there is a front license plate unless you are from a state that has a front license plate. And if you are, more than likely that state has a license plate that you have to put on the front. Or you bought a vehicle from a state that had a front license plate. I have, like, on my Jeep Commander, there's a license plate mount on the front of my Jeep. Obviously, Kentucky does not have a front plate. So I have a vanity plate there, or like well, there's nothing on there now, but I had a buffalo because I'm Native American, and so I had a buffalo on there. And I see a lot of people that are like, oh, I love that, but I don't have plate holder, or I love that, but I don't have a plate holder. So I'm like, I'm done with that. I'm just going to put that stuff on the website, call it good. I'm not going to make any more of those. But the metal signs and the canvas bags and the canvas flags, the garden flags, those seem to sell really well. So I'm going to make a bunch of those. And I'm going to take you guys along on this journey with me when I start making this stuff. We are going to start kicking into high gear probably at the beginning of next month, because I have a lot of things going on. So I have some weeks that I'm not going to even be here. So I need to make sure that those weeks are getting filled in so I'm not scrambling to the end. I am not a last minute person. I don't like it. It gives me anxiety. And I do this to myself. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Well, this year I'm determined not to do this to myself. So I have a trip planned with my niece for her graduation gift at the beginning of June. I have my friend coming at the end of this month. I have some other little things going on in July. My sister's celebration of life is in July. I have an open house that I got to go to in Michigan in June. And I'm bringing my other niece back to stay for some time. So that time period, I'm not going to be focusing on making things. I'm going to be focusing on spending time with those people and being around my family and friends. So that being said, we are going to start kicking things into high gear. You guys are going to get to see sublimation, DTF. We're going to make canvas prints. We're going to do canvas bags. I know last year I wasn't live on Twitch. I made tons of canvas bags and people bought them. People loved them. I used the DTF to make them because the white still isn't working. So I used the canvas bag as the white and people loved them. I sold so many of like pop culture ones, just unique, different designs. Sorry guys, I gotta drink a lot. It's really hot here and I have the AC on. But I had all the equipment going in here today. Oh my gosh, guys. I had it at 72 in here and it's so warm. I have a fan over here blowing And I have one right here blowing, but this one over here is blowing this way because when it was blowing this way, it was too loud. But anyway, so you guys are going to get to walk through all of that with me. I'm really excited about doing that. I'm really excited about taking you guys on that journey with sublimation, DTF. You know, you guys got to see a little bit of the DTF, but what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to put you guys up on my Skyfloat. Skyfloat will be there, and then you guys can see me kind of walk around the office, move around, talk to you guys, doing different things. Today, I tried teaching myself how to make buttons. Did not work out. The machine would not work. I did everything it said. I watched probably 7 or 8 videos. Could not get it to work. I'm really bummed because I wanted to make pins. I call them pins. The machine is actually called a badge maker, but they make, the round buttons, pins, whatever you want to call them. And I feel like I'm going to have to make the big ones, and I just don't feel like those are going to sell very well. So I'm going to look at possibly either getting a new machine or try and figure this machine out because it was driving me crazy. I mean, I sat here for 45 minutes just trying to do everything and then stop. And then I went and watched a video and then came back, tried it again, stopped. It was just not working. And it was getting very, very frustrating. And there are times where I don't have a lot of patience. And when I get very frustrated, it's hard to reel myself back. So I was getting very, very upset. And I just was like, you know what? I'm done. So I put the machine back over there. I put all the equipment away. And I'll come back to it, possibly. Maybe. I don't know. But that being said, I want to learn some new things. And I tried today. That's all I can say. That's all I can do. So on my goal, it was work on Scarefest, clean up my office, which I did not do 100%, but I started. Relax some, which you got to take me time, right? And learn something new. And that was kind of my goal for this weekend, because this weekend is Easter weekend here in the U.S., if you're watching from another country. And as my kids get older, Easter doesn't really mean as much to us it's not that it doesn't mean anything, guys, because obviously I know what Easter means, but we don't do the Easter eggs, we don't do all of that stuff, because all my kids are adults. I guess when I get, I have little grandbabies, maybe it'll be different, but so we're just going to do a dinner, and this weekend we're going to kind of just do some projects around the house. I have a half bath that was supposed to be started last August. It's still sitting. It's functional, but it needs an update. So that's going to get started tomorrow. Obviously it's a half bath. My half bath is tiny. It's like a little closet room. So, I'm not going to be able to be in there while my husband's in there working because there's just not enough room. But I will be working on things, just kind of taking it easy, getting back into the swing of things. I have some little things like that I want to start doing. I want to start walking again, like I said. Sorry. Oh my goodness, guys. I did not sleep well last night. But, so lots of things on the horizon for Riverstone Cottage Gifts. If you are new to watching us, I am Jamie Springman. I am the owner and CEO of Riverstone Cottage Gifts. Riverstone Cottage Gifts was started in 2019, October, to be precise, right before our world shut down. And I have loved every single crazy, chaotic minute of being my own boss. I really, really do. I love it. Even when there's days where I'm like, I need to close myself in a room and just scream. My business is my anchor, along with my family and friends. Let me add that in there because that is true. My family and friends have been an amazing anchor for me. But my business is just what pushes me. It's what makes me happy. I promised my mom that I would not give up on my business because she knew how much it meant to me. She knew how much I loved it. She knew the joy that I had sharing it with other people. So every single one of you that watches replays or just watches and doesn't say anything or just shares it out to the universe, again, you guys, I'm going to say it again. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Because it helps me grow. It helps the business grow. And I am grateful for every single one of you. I know I say that a lot, but it's the truth. It is the truth. If it wasn't for my following and what I call my tribe, I don't know if my business would be where it is today. It's hard. I work my butt off. All day today, I've literally just been all over this office. I've been over here and over here and over here and over here. Creating stuff on a computer for the We Create. Creating stuff on the computer for the Snapmaker, for the Bamboo, downloading files. Updating website, updating software, printing things out, trying new things with the button maker and like all that stuff. It is a full-time job for sure, but I love it because when I come up in this room, it's like, I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's very zen to me and it's very calming, even though I have reminders of my mom and my sister in this office every single day. I have a picture on my computer and it's my dad and my 2 sisters and me and my mom at a Christmas at my grandparents' house, which it's crazy to think that just little things like that make you realize how lucky you are. I'm happy. I carry my mom and my sister with me every day. I'm blessed to have had them in my life. They have impacted me more than they probably even knew. I know I'm getting emotional again. My sister is and was amazing. She had the best outlook on life and just I want a little bit of that. So that's what I carry with me every day. In my other necklace that's my cousin who I adore. And so every day I'm reminded that you're here. You have a purpose to live your life to the fullest. And that is my goal, is to stop floating and live. And this business helps me do that. And you guys help me. Every single one of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. I'm going to look real quick, guys. I know I'm like, I'm all crying. You guys, like I said, you guys get to see the behind the scenes. You guys get to see some of the vulnerability that I have. 15 minutes left on the balloon. I'm going to look at it and see. Oh, it's showing me it's printing right now. That's another cool feature that I have. And I am gonna do something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me just 2 seconds. I gotta do something real quick on my other computer now that I'm thinking about it. Hold on just a second. Sorry. I am... Hold on, guys. I am just trying to... I gotta find here real quick. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but okay. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to do something real quick. It's just like triggered. I was like, hey, wait, I gotta go do this. So anyway, as I was saying, we have been printing. We are printing currently right now. We are printing the balloon from Pennywise from the movie It. Okay, a lot of people think that the clown's name is It. It is not. The clown's name is Pennywise. The movie's name is It. I don't know why that drives me crazy. it just does. So let's go over real quick, and I'm going to show you guys the snap maker and what's going on over here. So currently right now, let me flip it so you're not looking at my nose. Okay, so it is printing Michael's knife. So this part right here is actually the piece that's going to hold it up. The piece that's printing right there, that's actually the knife. And it's going to take 2 hours and 57 minutes to finish that print. Let's hope and pray that it prints well. Okay, here is the balloon. As you guys can see how it's printing. See how it's printing? It's got the little tree parts on it. And this, 12 minutes left. So you guys will be with me during that time. Also, another thing that we will be doing soon is mugs. For some odd reason, these mugs, these are different ones. Obviously, I've done different things on these. But these mugs seem to be a pretty good seller. A lot of people love coffee mugs. I'm a huge fan of mugs. I have a lot of them. And we might even do a sip and chat, which I used to do all the time. We might do that. We might pick a day and everyone grab your favorite beverage and everyone come on and let's just chat. Let's just talk about life and everything that we've been doing and, you know, embrace everybody and support everybody. Because like I said, I want everybody to win. I am the biggest cheerleader for everyone. I want everybody to win. Everyone to succeed. I don't care if you're a 3D printer, business, and that's what I'm doing. I still want you to win. I want you to succeed. If this is your dream, I want you to just succeed at your dream. And that's what I would love for people to be able to feel free, pop in, check it out, and see if, you know, like, even if you don't want to chat, you just want to listen to somebody talk. Guys, we can do that. And it would be a fun thing to do. So let's try and see. I'm going to really quickly put that in my calendar. Let's pick a day that we go live. Let's think here. So you guys can kind of see this and you guys can be like, hey, that's an idea. Okay, so it would be either the 6th or the 8th of May. I'm thinking the 8th. No, not the 8th. That's a Thursday. The 9th. Sorry, that's a Friday. So let's do a talk. It's not talk, chat, and chat. Let's do a meet and chat stream on Twitch. You will get to catch the replay on YouTube and Facebook. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. I mean, obviously, I will be live on the 1st. And I will be live on the 6th. And I'll be live on the 9th. So, I also am going to try and do more Facebook lives. I'm going to try and do pre-recorded videos, things like that. I love it. I want to get to know a lot of you guys, and I would love for you guys to even come on and just ask questions. Ask questions. If you guys have questions that you want, you know, asked to me. Okay. So to me, it's like, if you have a question and you don't want to speak it out, you obviously can type it. Obviously, that's how we're going to do this, because that's chat. But I like asking questions. I like getting to know people. I like to be like, hey, what got you into 3D printing? Hey, what got you to do this? What, you know, like those kind of questions. That's great. Come with your questions and let's chat and let's talk and let's get to know each other on here. Let's So that will be May 9th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to do a meet and chat. I would love to meet everybody who is a follower. I would love for you guys to even add people. Send them my way. Bring them on in. More and more and more, the merrier. So that would be absolutely a fun thing to do. And I'm going to bring my green tea with my favorite mug. This is my cup that I love. Green tea is my jam, guys. I am a green tea drinker, but maybe we'll even make some mugs during that. Sublimate some mugs. That'll be cool. I have my mug press. Well, I have this press right here. This will do mugs, but I think my mug press is over there. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's somewhere else. I'm trying to figure out where I put it, and I don't see it. But we will get it out. Do maybe some tumblers or something, you know. I am all for showing behind the scenes. I'm all for having fun and getting to know everybody. I would love that. If you're not comfortable chatting and you just want to hop in, 100%, you are more than welcome. Just so everybody knows, this is a safe space. I don't want anybody to feel like they are obligated, and I don't want anybody to feel like they are being judged, because that's not going to happen. I will remove people if you're going to judge people, because I don't want to be judged, and I really don't want other people feeling like they're judged, because I want this to be a safe space for people to be able to come on here and I just want people to feel like they love to be here, and I want people to feel comfortable here, because I want to feel comfortable here, right? So this weekend obviously is Easter weekend here in the U.S. Whatever big plans you guys have, I hope you guys have a fabulous one. We are just going to be chilling out here at the house. We're going to work on some projects. I have some things going on in my mind that I'm like, oh, let me do that. I need to reorganize the office. Never-ending job. I can tell you guys this. When I was with that company for 4 years, it was a never-ending job. Even cleaning up after myself, I would turn around and I'd be like, where did this mess come from? Where did all of this stuff come from? And so I am going to make sure that everybody just wants to be heard, and everybody wants a space, and everybody wants to know that even if your life is crazy and chaotic, you are welcome, because I am crazy and chaotic. I'm just going to say that right now. I also want people to feel like they can come on and just watch. If nothing else, maybe just you guys want some background noise. Been there, done that, right? And I don't mind being the background noise. I don't mind it at all. Maybe you're one of those people that you have to have some kind of noise in order to do your homework, a project, read, whatever. And I know it sounds weird, but I always had music playing when I would do homework, and my mom would be like, how do you even know anything? How do you even get that in your head if you're listening to music? And music was just kind of like mind-numbing, behind the scenes. It really wasn't something that I was like, oh, I have to have, like, I'm listening to all the lyrics of the song. A lot of times it was songs that obviously I knew all the lyrics to, or I thought I did. And it just was more for just to have noise in the background. Hold on, guys. I have somebody messaging me about something. So, hold on. So glad to... Sorry, guys. I am an affiliate of some companies, and I do have another MLM that I'm part of. And an MLM is a multi-leveling marketing. And I joined Brenda Aspen, so I absolutely love their products. I'm not a big makeup wearer, but I do love their nails. I haven't put any new ones on right now, but so I'm answering somebody just messaging me. But anyway, so May 9th, I'm going to reiterate this again. May 9th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pop in here, come in, say hello. Don't say hello if you don't want to. Join me on my live, and we're going to just sit and we're going to chat. We're going to work on some projects too, because you guys haven't got to see me really do a lot here lately. You got to see me like color, like paint, and then create, like you obviously got to see me like glue him together and stuff like that. But I want everyone to come in and just get to know everybody. Even if you know somebody that is in the chat, we can still maybe learn something new about each other. And I love, oh my gosh, I swallowed that wrong. Sorry, guys. And I love getting to know people who take the time to listen to me and follow me and watch my business and all of that. So if you are also wanting to know how do you watch me on YouTube, how do you watch me on Facebook, how do you watch all of that, guys, there is a link that is in Twitch that gets you to all of my links. It's called Linktree. I have it also on Facebook, and I have it also on YouTube, and I put it into the description of the videos. Obviously, with this one, I'm going to take it from Twitch. I just bit my tongue. See? Hot mess. I take it from Twitch, and then I post it onto YouTube, and then I'm going to take that, download it, and post it on Facebook. I am a huge, huge fan of everybody winning. I'm not joking, guys. I am not blowing smoke. I want to see everybody succeed. So if there is something, a goal that you want to put out there and you want to talk about it, May 9th, pop in here. We will cheer you on. Even if it's just if to you it feels like a small goal, or maybe it feels like a gigantic goal and you just need somebody to have your back, pop in, come in, say hello. Like I said, if you're not comfortable saying hello, just pop in and like sit with us and chat with us. So we will be creating mugs. That's I think the project that we're going to do, because I can talk and do that at the same time. We're also going to have our favorite beverage, and we're going to talk and chat and get to know each other, and it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a meet and chat, not a meet and greet, because I won't get to see everybody in person, but a meet and chat, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk for an hour. How about that? And we will have projects going on the machines, and you guys will get to see all of that. We can share stuff in the chat. If you are working on a project and you want to shout it out that day, feel free. Okay? Feel free to be like, hey, I'm working on this art piece, and it is the bomb. Share that. We will cheer you on. It sounds like the balloon is done. I'm so excited. Okay, the machine is reeling it in right now, and then it's going to lower it, and then we are going to get ready to print Pennywise, and then I'm going to let you guys go, because I've been on here for about an hour, and I'm starting to lose my voice, because, yeah, that's what happens. And so we will be doing that in May, and I'm really excited about it. But I will catch you guys next Tuesday, because I won't be live Wednesday, because it's sketchy. I might be live Wednesday. You never know with me. I definitely won't be live next Friday, because my friend will be here, and I probably won't be live next Wednesday. What is that next Wednesday? Is that the 30th? Guys, see, like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, well, I'm in May right now. Yeah, it's the 30th. I might be live on the 30th. And then popping in. I will not be live on the 2nd. My husband's uncle is coming for a visit, and I'm so excited to see him. I haven't seen him in 2 years. But the following week is Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. So maybe we'll pop in on the 6th, and then we'll do our chat That sounds, or not the 6th. Yes, the 6th. Because the 7th, I know the 6th is a Tuesday. The 7th, I have therapy and massage therapy. So that feels like that's going to be a little bit of a chaotic day. But I could be live. Like I said, you never know. On the 9th, you guys come in and we'll do our meet and chat. That's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. I'm like excited for that. Okay, so really quickly, let's take you guys over here. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm going to sit you guys right here, and I'm going to go and grab the bamboo real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. Again, this sheet is metal, and it's pretty hot. Okay. Okay. There is the balloon. How cute is that, right? Okay, so we have this tiny little spot. That's what is going to glue down. That just seems crazy to me. And maybe not break it. Oh, maybe. Maybe. No. Okay, so it's got a spot here. So it's going to sit. And it's going to be on there. And it's going to look like... yeah. It's going to look really cool. I'm assuming it's going to kind of sit like on the edge. You know, like that. So let's get ready to put this back. I'm going to toss these in my bins over here, guys. I am keeping everything, and we're going to do that project too, I think. I think that would be a fun project to do with you guys. So we are going to go in, and we are going to take the filament that's, I hate calling it this, but that's what they call it. It's filament poop. I think it's stupid. Just the filament pieces that scrap filament. That's kind of what I call it. And we're going to melt it down using my heat gun. And we are going to create art with it. I have silicone molds. It's going to be super, super cool. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. Okay. Going on the bamboo now. Let's see. Okay, so I got to go back in here and click on Pennywise. So excited. Okay. And if I can find it, that would be fabulous. Okay, there. Prepare to print. Okay. Hit next. We're going to print plate 1. This plate is going to take us... I'm going to print it white. We're not going to do gray. 3.4 hours. I'm not going to be live with you guys. But I will show you guys. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh boy. That's how I'm going to roll. All right, guys, I want to thank all of you guys for following, for supporting, for being here, for just being amazing and being you. Just be you and be fabulous, because that's what you guys are all. Fabulous. And I will see you guys on, let's see, double checking, guys, double checking. Wednesday's going to be a busy day. I'm going to see you guys on the 22nd. I will see you guys on the 22nd. If you're here in the U.S., have a happy Easter. And I don't know, I'm assuming they celebrate Easter everywhere, but I don't know that. And I'm not going to just say that, but I'm going to say happy Easter to everybody. I know that the Greek Orthodox religion, they do celebrate Easter. I just don't know if it's the same day. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to speak and say something and it be wrong and sound like, I don't want to sound like an idiot, basically. And I don't know that, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. Okay, so I will see you guys the 22nd. I will be live approximately about the same time, about 8 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock. 6 to 8 in that time range, Eastern Standard Time. And then I won't be live again until the 30th. So I will see you guys here on the 22nd. And you guys have a fabulous weekend. And you guys have a fabulous beginning of your week. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for following. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. You are amazing. Be amazing. Be yourself. That's all you can be. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. All right.